What if I told you there's a virus that you can't survive once it starts talking to you? I don't mean a voice in your head. I mean when it makes its presence known through symptoms. By then it's already over. And it's not because medicine failed you. It's because biologically the game was lost weeks, maybe even months ago. This is the story of rabies, a virus that waits in the shadows, travels in secret, and then systematically dismantles the most complex object in the known universe, the human brain. By the end of this video, you will understand why rabies isn't just a disease. It's one of the most terrifying and brilliant evolutionary strategies ever conceived. First, let's get one thing straight. Rabies isn't just about a dog bite. It's a neurotropic virus, meaning it has one primary target, your nervous system. Belonging to the Lyssavirus genus, it's a global threat that can infect almost any mammal. Dogs, bats, foxes, raccoons, and yes, humans. This isn't some new exotic disease. It's one of humanity's oldest and most feared killers, documented for thousands of years. So how does this ancient terror get inside you? The journey begins with infected saliva, usually from a bite or a deep scratch from an infected animal. But here's the first chilling move in its playbook. The virus doesn't race for the brain. Instead, it sets up a secret base camp right at the wound site, infecting muscle cells. There, it begins to quietly replicate, making thousands of copies of itself, all while staying completely under the radar of your immune system. No alarms are triggered, no defenses are mobilized. You feel absolutely fine. This leads to the most sinister part of rabies, the long, silent incubation period. This waiting game can last for weeks, months, or in rare cases, even over a year. During this time, the infected person has no idea what's happening inside them. They go to work, they see friends, they live a normal life. But deep within their body, the virus has begun its slow, methodical march. It moves from nerve cell to nerve cell, traveling along the axonal transport system, basically the superhighway of your nervous system. It's a one-way trip, heading straight for the central command center, your brain. This silent journey is precisely why the rabies vaccine is a race against time. The vaccine and antibody shots work by training your immune system to find and destroy the virus before it reaches the brain. Once it's inside the brain, the protective gates of the blood-brain barrier are shut. It's too late. The moment rabies breaches the brain, everything changes. The quiet invasion becomes a full-blown assault. The virus spreads like wildfire through your neural tissue, causing massive inflammation, a condition called encephalitis. It disrupts how your neurons fire and throws your brain's chemical messengers, the neurotransmitters, into chaos. Your brain begins to malfunction. But this isn't random destruction. It's strategic. The virus is now in control, and it's about to start pulling the strings. This is where one of the most infamous symptoms appears. Hydrophobia, the fear of water. Rabies doesn't just kill, it manipulates. The virus targets the parts of the brain that control swallowing, causing intensely painful spasms in the throat muscles. The mere thought, sight, or sound of water can trigger these agonizing convulsions. As a result, the infected person avoids drinking at all costs. This has a terrifyingly practical purpose for the virus. Without swallowing, saliva, now thick with viral particles, builds up in the mouth. The virus has just loaded its weapon for transmission. Next comes the behavior hijack. The virus rewires the host's brain, transforming them into a vehicle for its own spread. It attacks the limbic system, the seat of emotion and behavior, leading to agitation, aggression, confusion, and paranoia. The calm, rational person is gone, replaced by an unpredictable and often aggressive host, far more likely to bite or scratch. This isn't madness, it's a calculated, evolutionary masterstroke. The virus is using its host's body as a delivery system to find its next victim. So why doesn't our powerful immune system stop this? Well, that's another part of the virus's genius. In the beginning, it hides so well that the immune system never even knows it's there. By the time it's in the brain, a full-scale immune attack would cause such massive inflammation that it would likely kill the host even faster. The body is caught in a deadly catch-22. It hesitates, and that hesitation is fatal. By the time the body finally produces antibodies, the virus has already overwhelmed the entire central nervous system. The fight was lost before it even began. This is the point of no return. Once clinical symptoms appear, fever, anxiety, confusion, hydrophobia, paralysis, the mortality rate is virtually 100%. Medicine at this stage can only offer comfort. There is no cure. There are only a handful of documented, highly controversial cases of survival, none of which can be reliably replicated. For nearly everyone else in human history, the diagnosis of symptomatic rabies has been a death sentence. When you look at its strategy, you realize why rabies is so evolutionarily successful. It doesn't rush, it doesn't alert the body's defenses. It methodically travels to the one place it can't be touched. Then it turns the host into a perfect transmission machine. It has survived for millennia with this same terrifyingly efficient playbook. Today, we have incredible post-exposure vaccines that are nearly 100% effective if given in time. Yet rabies still kills tens of thousands of people every year, mostly in regions with limited access to healthcare and where animal vaccination programs are not widespread. The virus persists in wild animal reservoirs like bats and foxes, making total eradication nearly impossible. Rabies remains one of the few diseases where the outcome isn't determined by the strength of the medicine, but by the tick of a clock. The true horror of rabies isn't that it kills you. Many things can do that. The horror is in how it does it. It rewrites your personality, hijacks your most primal fears, and weaponizes your body against everything and everyone around you. It turns the very mechanisms that are meant for survival, fear, aggression, instinct, into tools for its own propagation. Rabies is terrifying because it waits patiently in the dark, until there's nothing left of you to save. Thanks for watching. If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of biology.